Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 8 of this LC house. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in the floor or the planter box, and then also we added some of this one right here, the stairs, the floor right here, and then the stairs as well on the deck. Now we're going to continue working on this. Uh, basically, I'm planning to finish off the stairs, and at the same time, we're going to maybe start our kitchen. So that's my plan. If not, if we don't start our kitchen, we're going to add in our um, gate right here. So it will be 3 gates, two for cars, and then one for our entrance here for a small gate here for people. So now what I'm gonna do is we're going to go to our level 1, and then from here let's go to architecture and then click on stairs. And once we do, we have this base level will be level 1, and then top level will be level 2. I'm going to edit this, and then let's duplicate. I'm just duplicating this so that we don't change anything from the original. And then actual width, we're going to maintain 1000. That's more than enough. And we could actually edit that afterwards if we want to. So here we have enough space for our landing, and for the desired numbers of riser, what I'm planning to do is to add, so probably equal enough. So here we have 17, so I'm gonna make it 18. Doing it 18 so that it's 9 each, and it's just gonna be a simple U style with the landing. So now we're gonna add from here 1000 and then 9. So we have 9 and then another 9 right here. And obviously we need some gap, so we could just add some space right here for the stairs. And then here, as you notice, we have too much of the space right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 950 on each side. And as you can see, it's not good enough, or we have just enough space for our stairs right here in terms of our walls that are connecting this. So we might have to put this one up to 900 each. So we're just conforming it to the space that we have. And then here we could just move this one a little by little. And then we have our, it's because this one is our railing or our stringers right here that we will delete anyway. So what I'm doing is pushing this one, the thread and the riser, near the wall, because that's more than enough. And then here, once we click finish, we could push this one all the way right here to the end. At the same time, let's look at 3D. We could delete the railings from the back and then just leaving it like this. If we select this now, we could edit, and then we could remove the stringers. So we could just click here and then put to none on both sides. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to change this to middle support. We're gonna leave it like that. And then here we will delete the trend. So we don't have unchecking on that. So we only have risers and then it's being hold on. So actually the other way around. We need trends, but we don't need riser. So now it's unchecked and we don't want it to be slanted. Click on apply, OK, and then OK. Now it looks like this. It looks much better. I'm gonna select this railing and then here we're going to use the rectangular to make it much better, look much better right here. And as you can see, everything is connected properly. Edit the stairs actually. And then now I want to showcase what we're gonna use here in terms of material. So now let's go back here and change the materials. So the tread should be one of the wood materials that we have right here. So let's use oak espresso. Tread thickness, you can change that, nose length, and those kind of stuff. So I'm just gonna leave that like that. For the mid support, we need to double check on that and add in a metal finish. So let's add it right here and choose one of this aluminum right here because we could change that to a black metal material once we're in Twinmotion. And then after that, we need to select the railing. This one we could edit, duplicate, and then after we duplicate, we could check this one and then we could change the material for this. So same thing, we could add in a metal material that will be editable once we're in Twinmotion. So the idea here is just keep on adding materials or adding materials so that once we're in Twinmotion, we could change it instantly. And then here, another thing that we need to use or check is this profile, the hand. I'm thinking on just checking. Use top rail. Let's see if no, we need that top rail. And then here we could just edit the structure or the way the baluster is. We could change it if to different square or change it to a smaller one if we want to. And then the spacing we could change as well. But in terms of the material, that's something that we need to check as well before doing anything else. But for now, as you can see, this one looks much better, and the way is it looks modern to be added. At the same time, we're going to add in windows right here. So let's go to level 1, click on wall, and then drop down, and then click on curtain wall, and add a curtain wall right here. And then after that, go to modify, click on cut geometry, and then click on this, and then on this one as well. Go to 3D in order for us to see how it looks. So for now, I want it to be all the way to the second floor, and then we could just extend this and we'll have a much better looking window. And then at the same time, I am seeing that the landing is not thick enough. So let's edit that. I want my landing to be buffed. That's same as run, but the thickness should be around 200 thread thickness for the landing. So as you can see, this one looks much better having a thicker landing, but at the same time we need to add the same material. So let's go back here and just change the material from here, and we use, I believe, oak espresso. Oak flooring espresso. And once we do, everything will be clean up like that. We have a thicker landing, and then we have a separation of thickness from the trend, and then we don't have any riser for that. So that looks much better. And then once we have the second floor, we're going to extend this, and at the same time we're going to make this one clean, and we could add in our design in terms of mullions. So we're at least planning to design it much better, and we're going to showcase that. Here I'm just gonna check the materials that we have here. I don't want aluminum frame because we already have aluminum for the mullion. I want it to be changed so that we could change it in Twinmotion as well. So I'm just going to change this to bronze for now so that everything is editable. And then the glass, and then maple, that's good enough. We could have a black frame. This one could be wood, or a lighter wood with a darker wood frame material. So that will be very nice. And then here, what I'm planning to do is a different finish from the floor, because as you can see, we have the same floor from our powder room. So to do a different floor, what we need to do is go to modify and then click on split face. It's basically going to split a different face right here, and we'll be able to add in a different finish. So here, knowing that there is yellow line right here indicating that's the end, what we're gonna do is we're going to just add this line all around right here. So once we do, it will single out this space. So once we click that, it single out this face, and then now we'll be able to click on paint and then paint this on a different one. So I'm gonna do show unused. So now we have some show unused right here. What I'm gonna do is probably gonna use one of this slab surface just to change it, because we won't be able to add a different material from here. So what I'm gonna do is click on maybe standard, and then now click on that. Now if we double check it in 3D, as you can see, it changed in color. It's not this pattern anymore, or not finish, but a different finish. And we know that we have our toilet right here, but it's only a 2D faced. And then we could just change the room with a different material as well, but that's something that we could think about later on. um, what's good is that we changed something right here. um, this one is in the middle. I hope we have a side by side, but this is good enough in terms of opening it. It will be open there, and then we could have in a credenza right here. We're going to add a credenza right here and also a credenza right here. So insert, load family, go back here, um, and then here under storage we have credenza. So we could just add that one, click on open, CM, add it in front of this one, and then we have something right here, but we could just edit the sizing of here. So let's duplicate this, and then we could just change the depth, probably around 500. And then here the width, let's change this to 1500. Let's leave the height for now, AL, and then AL on right here at the back. We could actually make it shorter, 1300, just to be sure that we have enough space for everything. So it could be just like that, looking like that. And then here I like the length already, but the depth I'm gonna change it to 500. And then I want it to be from the back of that, and then it will look like that. For some reason when we edit it, it's just looking like that, but that's something that we could just leave it, because we just want to represent that. We could just edit that later on. But as you can see, we could hang a painting right there. That's looking good. We could basically maneuver it to go on the side so that we have enough space here to go. And we could even have something like a fountain here, or whatever that is really good to add in some value or to show something. So that's good enough there. And then before we go, what I'm planning to do is just cut this one. So let's go to architecture, or modify, and we could just add this split element, so SL, and then we could just click on right here, and then 400 at the side there. We're going to maintain that, so that here I just want it to be more than enough there. So once we delete that, we could just get ready to add in, so at least we have something to base it from there. So now we have our gate. We could just add the gate as well, and then we're good to go. So for now, let's leave it like here, and we're gonna continue on the next video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.